Hey guys, I just want to first of all thank you so much for the love and the support that I've been getting from my previous video, and this leads me on to make many more videos. I'm going to create many more videos on these questions on how you can become a cozy startup CEO, and join me as I start up my SaaS journey, my software as a service journey, which you can check in the link in the description, called Repostify. So let's get straight to the topic. How can we manage our side hustle when we feel burnt out? Burnout is a very common thing, especially if you're working 9 to 5 and you feel like that your 9 to 5 is leading to burnout. So first of all, let's break down what burnout is. So burnout, first of all, is high expectations from you times low perceived control. So high expectations, maybe your boss is telling you to have so many projects and you can't even keep up on top of those projects, and is piling more and more very high expectations. I expect you to finish all of this by tomorrow. That alone could lead to burnout. Times low perceived control. So maybe you feel scared to tell your boss, or you don't feel safe to tell your boss that this is unfair. Working 3 hours overtime without pay is unfair. That alone could also lead to burnout. If you have those two things, high expectations and low perceived control, that can completely wipe you out, and then that leaves you no energy for your 9 to 5. So first of all, I know it's a boring first step, but if the problem is there, try to speak to HR about it. If HR are quite toxic about it, then it's best to just move jobs, because it's not worth your mental health staying in a job. Even though it pays a little bit better, your mental health is what comes first. Especially if you're working your side hustle, your 9 to 5 isn't your main job. If you believe in your side hustle so much, then you should see your 9 to 5 as something that you just get on with on autopilot with little effort. You know, this thing people call nowadays silent quitting, where they're just working the bare minimum. That should be your 9 to 5. You shouldn't overstress about it. You shouldn't overwork about it. You shouldn't be working your 5 to 9 hours with your 9 to 5 job. You should be working your 5 to 9 side hustle on your 5 to 9 side hustle time. Your time is your time, so I'd suggest moving jobs. Another thing is, if you have no energy and you feel burnt out, I want you to look at your nighttime routine. And I'm not talking about your face mask and all those kinds of things. I'm talking about, do you go home, cook an unhealthy meal that's very high in salt, very high in fat, saturated fat, sugar, eat lots of chocolates before bed, scroll TikTok and Instagram, and just dread the next day? Because I think it was Isaac Newton's law, one of those, that an object that stays not in action will stay not in action, but an object that's moving will continue moving, or something along the lines of that. These audio things are not scripted. I'm just saying what's from the top of my head. So I could be wrong about that, but you know the idea. So if you're constantly going to the gym regularly, then you can start to have more energy, because going to the gym regularly leads to more energy. What actually drains you from the gym is if you go to the gym without a plan. If you're doing things without a plan, if you're working your 5 to 9 side hustle without a plan, you should have a strict schedule, for example. So like, complete 5 email sequences, code this portion of the app, complete this integration, all those kinds of things by today. You should finish it by today. You should finish that by tomorrow. If you don't have a plan, then burnout will happen very easily, because you're going to overstress about it. You're going to mentally strain yourself about it. This leads me to a little analogy. Well, actually a real life situation. Everyone hates school, right? Everyone hates high school. Everyone hates college. But we always have a deadline for our exams or our essays. Extremely rare circumstances that you hear someone failing their essay or failing their exam because they didn't do it because they were burnt out. It's more because I didn't have time. It's not because they were burnt out and they completely stopped doing it. They had a deadline, and most of the time you hear many people complete all-nighters from start to end. They finish their 5,000 word essay in one night with a can of Monster, a can of Red Bull, lots of coffee, pizza. They always get it done. This is Parkinson's law. Work expands to allocate the time you give to it. So in English, if you give yourself no deadlines, then the work is never going to be done. If you give yourself a strict deadline, maybe like complete this integration in 2 days, or complete making this logo in 2 days, complete this trademark in 5 hours, then you will get it done. It might seem like it's impossible, but you will get it done. That's the law of Parkinson's law. So coming from this, what am I trying to say? If your 9 to 5 is leaving you drained, then speak up, if not move a job. If you're feeling no energy for your 5 to 9, focus on healthy eating. That leads to more energy, leads to better mood. Focus on supplementation, vitamin D to improve your mood, improve your immune system, and go to the gym. Having a sense of building muscle or getting stronger or running further or running without feeling out of breath is an achievement in itself, and that could lead to more motivation. It improves your mood, prevents depression. Sleep 8 to 9 hours a day. If you're sleeping really well, you're going to work really well. You're going to be fueled as much as possible. These are little changes, and I know it might not seem as extravagant as a biohacking routine, such as having a cold shower or injecting things into your blood and injecting IVs, all those kinds of things. But these have been shown to work. Before you consider calling yourself burnt out and it's because of X reason, focus on these little things. Improve your health, improve your sleep, ask for help. If that doesn't work, then you can come back to me. That's how you can become a cozy startup CEO. So I hope that helped a little bit. It might have been a little bit of a mean hit to you, but this is what has worked for me. I burnt out several times. I did this, and now I'm not burning out. This is why I'm starting this Cozy Startup CEO series. So let me know if you have any more questions or comments which you might need to become a Cozy Startup CEO. Comment them below. Like, comment, subscribe, and check the link in the description if you want to check out my app called Repostify, where it reposts certain shorts in 1080p in watermark automatically. You just have to integrate them into your service. So the waitlist is out there. If you join the waitlist right now, you'll get unlimited free access when we launch in January. So check that out in the link in the description, and I'll see you in the next video.